Hi guys, so today we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to apply your Cassie Custom Lashes. These are the lashes we're going to be using today. These are Victoria. Now these are all the things you're going to need for today's tutorial. Now first off, I like to measure the lashes. Usually these fit perfect, so I start by cutting off the corners. I already have a lash ready to go. So I start by applying my glue. I like to get a little bulb of the glue at the tip of the tube first before I apply. And then as you can see, I'm gently applying the glue across the band. Now you don't want to put too much, but you want to make sure it's enough so that the glue can do its job properly. Now once you fully saturated the band with glue, you want to sit your lash down to dry for a bit. And you want to lay it properly on the surface so that the glue can dry without being touched or, interrupted in any way. So that's how you're going to sit it down on the surface. And then you're going to go ahead and put your glue on your next lash. Now, I do feel that it is an appropriate amount of time by the time you are done applying the glue to this lash to go ahead and put on your other lash. So while you're putting that on, your other lash is drying. So once you're done with that, you're going to go ahead and put the lash in between your lash line and your eyelashes. Now, whichever works best for you, whether it's the tweezers or your fingers, you're just going to go in and kind of adjust the lash to the way you like it. So when the glue dry, it's in the appropriate space. As you can see, I do have a little bit of glue left over above the lash line, which will dry clear. And later on, I'll show you something you can do if you're not wearing any eyeshadow in order to get rid of that. But if not, if you're wearing eyeshadow, just let it dry and cover it with some eyeliner or extra eyeshadow. Now, as you see here, I'm having a bit of a hard time getting it on, so it took me more than once to try to get it in place. But now that I finally got it sitting where I need it to sit, I'm going in to adjust it just the way I need it so that when the glue dry, it's in the appropriate spot. Now, as I said earlier, for the glue that's remaining, if you are wearing eyeshadow, you should just go ahead and let it dry. The glue usually dries clear, but if you're not going to wear any eyeshadow, you can go ahead and you can actually start doing this maneuver here where you're actually taking the skin from your lid and closing it together with the lash and the remainder glue so that they're creating a bond and kind of like locking together. Alright, so this is the finished look. And I have another trick for people who actually do not wear eyeshadow. So you're going to go in with your tail comb and your glue. And you're going to apply the glue to your lash line just like eyeliner. I like to put dots because it helps with applying the glue just more lightly, because you want the glue to be applied as lightly as possible so that it can dry quickly and that you don't have any lumps or gunks in your glued area. So here you go. Once that's dried up, it dries really quickly. As you can see, it's already dried clear. Once it's dry, you're going to go ahead and squeeze down your lid top with the lash there. And then you're going to go ahead and do it with your other eyelid. Now, this is not, I wouldn't say this is the appropriate way to put on lashes, but it's just the way that I do it, and it works for me. Sometimes I can go 2 to 3 days with my lashes on doing this method, or sometimes if one of my lashes loosen up and I like to tighten it up, this method also helps with, just retightening that lash for an extra day or so. Now, once I'm done with this here, I usually go in with my mascara, as you're going to see in a brief moment. So I like to use this to kind of mesh together my real eyelashes with the mink lashes and give it more of a realistic feel. So this here is the actual finished look after everything's done. And I feel like though it's not an easy task, it's not too hard. It does take a little bit of work, but you do get a nice natural look from the sides and from the top area. I'm gonna go in a little bit closer here so you can see. And I feel like, it works. So if you have any questions, if you have any feedback, any tips, anything, you could just leave it down below. But I do thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Have a good one.